Hey everybody! It's Friday! Congratulations! Woohoo! Okay, couple of things I want to cover today. I found some really neat bits, and I think I have come up with the method that I'm going to be building these prism cannons from. I suppose it'll look better if it was down here. But I'll kind of give you a what's going on, and hopefully it'll make sense for you. Okay, I needed, the biggest problem was getting enough of the same type of thing to make it work. So I'm going to show you first what I got. You can go to Michael's and get these crystals. They're going to have that little hole on the end. And though I would much rather have this be the tip of the laser than that be the tip of the laser, that hole is just too cheesy looking for me. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So what I did is I took a look at the shape of that, see how it's kind of circular. I started looking for bits, and I ran across something very recently from Games Day. I ran across that. That piece looks pretty doggone nasty, and I really liked it, and it had the curved front that I needed to marry up with that. And I know with lasers they need like a chemical coolant, so I started looking for something that might be a cool like coolant container. And you probably can't see it, but it's got a really neat pattern on it. So I decided to take these three and combine them together. First thing I did was I filed down this so that that piece would marry up well. And then I cut out that bottom. What that gave me was that. So that is my prism cannon. It's got a ton of detail. It's got the coolant. It's got like the power source going right into the base of the crystal. And it's got just a nasty looking face with all those facets and things. I think that just looks positively beautiful slash devastating, which is, in my mind, that's how everything Eldar should look. It's beauty with death kind of mix kind of thing. So I'm going to be making the prism cannons out of that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough room to run top and bottom prism cannons, so I started looking for something that was in the same vein but will fit in between the upper and lower decks. Now I realize that this is a walkway like piece, but if you look real close, let's see if I can get this right. If you look real close, it looks like that could be a crystal that's been, you know, kind of embedded. You know how they put like metal around precious stones for like rings and stuff? That looks like that could be a crystal inside of there. So I'm going to do like a big nasty laser, and then I'm gonna find some bits to trick this out, and this is going to be like a lighter, faster version. Like this would be like big one-shot, nasty, blow it up stuff, whereas this is more like a fully automatic crystal laser underneath it. So, and I think the two different styles will actually, I gotta find some additional bits for this obviously. But I think the two styles will actually look pretty good together because this and that actually come from the same line. So it'll give it a nice uniformity. And I gotta talk about some young bloods here. You ever, us old duffers, sometimes we gotta work for guys that are younger than us. And this is gonna be one of those guys. Trust me, this is going to be one of those guys. His call sign is CrimsonEmpire1. And me, blue table painting, and like everybody else out there, better watch it because this guy is probably going to become our boss. All you have to do is take a look at this video, the product update and website, and it will become blatantly obvious that this kid knows exactly what he's doing in starting a small business. So I cannot say kudos enough, because he is just doing, just the way he's approaching is so professional, and he's a young kid with a fire in him, and I think he's got great things ahead of him. So check out CrimsonEmpire1. There's another young kid that got in touch with me. Let me see if I can get to it. And come on, come on. His name is TylersTerrain. And huh? I guess he removed it. Anyways, I thought it was a great video. Let's shoot over to TylersTerrain. Maybe I can show his website. Load him up. Alright, this is TylersTerrain here. He's another young buck that's got a lot of talent. He did a video on dry brushing orc teeth, and needs a little help with camera angle, but other than that, not bad. He put up some still pics. He knows how to put up type and everything. He knows how to do a ton of stuff that I don't even know how to do, and I'm well over 200 vids now. So give him some positive reinforcement. Like I said, both of these kids I'm very impressed with, and these are going to be the leaders of our community later on. So, you know, give them positive reinforcement, slap them on the back, and you know, give them some support. So that is what is going on there. I got this done kind of late last night, and so I thought I would use it as an early morning additional vid. And I finished the book last night, 150-ish pages, and had a ton of really good, I want to say like the last 15 pages or so was just scenarios. Really well done. What struck me as being so cool about the book was this was a handbook almost to take any tabletop style game and to turn it into like a role-playing game, which is, you know, basically what it was designed for. But you know, usually game systems go like the other way, you know, like they did D&D and all these other ones, and then later on they tried to come up with mass combat systems, as opposed to flipping it, you know, taking a mass combat system to begin with and then turning it into a role-playing game. And I've done both. I like both, and I think they complement the play very nicely. Some of the best gaming I've ever done, guys, is when you combine things. For instance, you do your D&D style rules, but you know, there's always going to be major confrontations between humans and orcs, or a dragon wants to, you know, impose its will on a village and tax it or whatever. And what we would do is we would, you know, do the D&D thing, and then when a mass combat situation came about, we would jump in and do a mass combat system on it. And I know there are some DMs out there saying, you know, you should never do like a war or a big battle without knowing the outcome, and the DM should, already know what's going on. And I respectfully disagree. I think not knowing what's going to happen provides for a much, much more interesting situation. I mean, think about it. If we would have started off with World War II and we would have known, the Allies were going to win, not a very fun game if you're going to do it as like a tabletop warfare style game. I think not knowing does more for the players as well as the DM, because it causes you to think on your feet a little bit. But anyways, this is running a little bit long, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to get busy with some more stuff. Take care, everybody. Have a great Friday, and have an awesome weekend. Bye-bye.